Alright, hello everyone, this is the Warlord Shogun, and today I will be doing another any percent run for Tron 2.0. This might take several attempts. I don't have any editing software, so if I mess up, I'm just gonna start over and keep the camera rolling. Alright, hopefully I understand this thing still. Alright, here we go. Alright, I have a note sheet that I keep by my desk to tell me how many build notes I need each level to have the exact version number that I need by to have the 3.0.0 by Power Oculus. Alright, so there's no build note here, so I'm already a build note behind, which is marvelous. It's not a big deal though. Run's far from dead. There's a lot more places that are far worse than losing a build node or two along the way.
Thanks, program.
But with this optimization that I have going here, I should literally be able to shave off 10 to 15 minutes. It's going to be insane. That is super unfortunate, depending on where that is anyway. Who's around me as a shield? You're on your own, Rami. And this next level is potentially one build note. It's not so bad. First try. And I got the convenient build note, which is good. Very, very good. And I have barely enough energy to make it through this part of the level,
Program detected in exit port sector.
which is good.
Quarantine protocol fields raised.
And Tron runs.
Additional
It's
quarantine
auxiliary.
Activating security resin
Hopefully I have
station.
enough health to tank what's about to come. I love how I block them and then, you know, sometimes I still get hit. It's whatever. And see, just from that I've saved 16 seconds. Optimizing movements, not messing anything up. It's crazy how much time that I can save just by, you know, getting good. Just by getting good. Let's check that. It is that one. Easy. Decent RNG on the program location as well. This run is going great thus far. That's what I like to see. We're gonna kill ourselves real quick here.
First, the basics.
And if you see me glancing over to my right, you'll be seeing it on the left. It's because I have my timer on this screen. So I just keep glancing over at the clock. I don't know. I just like seeing the clock.
Programs Jet, Sim, Frog, and Crom prepare to enter Red Arena 2.
hopefully Prisoner Bin will cooperate, because Prisoner Bin will kill absolutely any good run. I've had a bunch of really, really good runs, and they've all died to Prisoner Bin. Like I've said before in previous runs, I'm actually grateful when a run dies in Prisoner Bin, because it's only like 5 minutes in, and I don't really lose a whole lot of time by having everything go to crap. Oops, I'm supposed to talk to Mercury first. Alright. There's so much that can go wrong in this level. It's crazy. It's like one of the most RNG heavy levels ever.
We need to get your disc back. That means getting inside the Colonel's observation tower.
Not because it'll crash your game, but because the finder will be in the wrong location.
We want to access this command buffer to learn more about how the system works. In the meantime,
it doesn't always work out that way sometimes.
I'll contact you
So,
with more information.
it's a bunch of BS, really.
Business elevator heads right to that door. Use this permission key to activate the bit controlling the door out.
I think I can hear him build now. Yeah, that one's not convenient. If you'd believe it. That one's convenient though. I don't want to get too far behind on build mates. I'm already one behind. Quick save up here because it all hasn't gone to crap yet. Which is good, which is very, very good. Don't see me, don't see me, you hog. We're good, we're good. And then once the permission finishes downloading, we'll quick save, because right when I fall here, that's when it all goes to crap. Here we go. Don't mash the interact when you're messing with bits, because you can literally mash so fast that you can turn it on and back off again, and that's stupid. That's when ICP throws his disc, or if you get shot, it's all over. Go. You can hear Rami activate the terminal. Wait a second after you hear that, then get moving.
Node deactivated.
A lot of times I would jump to try and hit those. Turns out it's completely unnecessary. They're actually both convenient. Holy crap. I'm dumbfounded right now. That's actually insane. Like, actually insane. That I get good movement on the first one. I got good RNG with... Did you see the lag there for a second? It's fine. I've got good RNG with the programs, I've had good RNG with the door and the light cycle staging arena. It is crazy how much good luck I've had thus far. It's all gonna go away somewhere, it usually doesn't last. Oh, whoops. Just 2 and 3. I accidentally mashed 1. I hit 1, 2, and 3 and it messed up. All good. Something like that's not gonna kill a run. So you'd be very surprised what kills a run. Like, it's the little things that kill runs. Like an ICP swatting away your disc, and then you don't get it back for half a year, and then you die because of it, because there's like 2 sequencer guys. Like, it happens. It's incredibly frustrating.
Node deactivated.
Think about
Have
it.
a nice microcycle.
I don't think I have a quick save for practicing primary digitizing. That's interesting. I definitely should be practicing that.
Activating security resin station.
Oops. Viral shield as well. Are those guys not going to come up here? I mean, it's fine if they don't. I messed that up. Hopefully, leaving those ICPs back there alive isn't going to kill Orion. I don't know that I've ever left them alive before. I seem to be okay as far as new strat. Y'all ready for these new hot strats straight from the world record holders? Oops, not that one. This one. Oh, I actually don't need either of those because I got it earlier. I'm a hot mess. So anyway, you use the rod primitive because it doesn't alert the ICP dude out here. He's sometimes on the range, which he's not. Don't counter it, please. Is that the only one that's convenient? Yeah. Alright, this part can really screw it. Yikes. That wasn't so bad. A lot of the times I miss and the hitboxes are all jammed and it becomes really hard to hit them. It's, annoying. Remember how I said you'd be really surprised at what kills a run? It's little stuff like this. It's little stuff like your YM getting corrupted. Like, the odds of you getting your YM corrupted like that is so minuscule.
Security resin station.
The upgrade drone isn't in here, that's incredibly frustrating. So without that upgrade thing, I might have trouble with the secret. without that upgrade, it's incredibly difficult. Let me think. What levels are for the first Seeker fight? Because the problem with this is I needed to upgrade my primitive charge, and then upgrade my cluster to beta, and they both need to be beta in order to have the ideal Seeker fight. Because after this level is Alan's desktop, and then I've got only 2 more levels after that. I have packet transport and the transport station, I think are the names of the levels. There are like 2 upgrade things at the packet transport, but none of them, I can't reach either of them. To my knowledge, I've never actually tested trying to cheese the upgrades, but one of the upgrades I get in Power Oculus, so I can get one of them to beta. The problem is the other one's going to be really lacking. I'm going to lose a lot of time on the Seeker fight. I don't recall there being any upgrades in Alan's desktop. No, there's not. Not unless it is, and I've literally never found it in any of my runs where I've been exploring. Yeah, I'm not sure that there are any. Yeah, I think I might just have to have a slow Seeker fight. Because I don't know what else, you know. Like that. Okay, good. I hate when the build point is right there. I think my Seeker fight is just gonna be really slow. I think I'm gonna lose a lot of my time because of a bad Seeker fight. Because I don't see how. Because usually the doors to packet transport, if I remember correctly,
Right away.
they require like extra permissions to open, and they're always on the other side of the on the other side of where I need to go, basically.
I'm on it.
So.
Right away.
Wait for it.
I'll get right on it.
And that's fine if this run isn't perfect, because I'm gonna have to do killer app runs eventually. It's like, nobody's gonna do vanilla runs besides me. Unless a bunch of Tron fans just come out of absolutely nowhere and decide to do speedruns of vanilla and killer app. But killer app just basically straight up makes Tron 2.0 better in terms of like graphics, like fixing visual bugs, and they really decrease the fall damage by a lot. I haven't messed with it, but that's what the patch notes say. And I'm curious because a lot of well, not like a lot, but there's a couple of places in the game I can think of that would save you a couple seconds if you could fall a little bit farther.
Here's fragment number 1. Have a nice
And if the fall damage is like massive, like you barely take any fall damage anymore, you probably won't need to even have a high version number for Power Oculus anymore, which would be a godsend. I could literally just rush through all the levels and not have to worry about any pickups.
Can you? Sorry, that's restricted. Eliminate the players scanning the stacks.
It would be insane to not have to get any of the build notes. I don't think I'm ahead or behind on. Am I okay on build notes? It's really hard to know for sure. I don't have actual version number things to reference. I just wrote how many build notes for each level that I should have. And I can't remember if I picked up an extra already or not. But if I come across an extra one in the next 2 levels, I'll try and pick it up. As long as it's not way out of my way to go get. But just glancing at my version number, it looks correct because it's about the same number that I remember it being in my failed attempts that I've done. That nobody gets to see because my failed attempts are so ugly, I just don't even want to share it. There's no sense in sharing your failures, I think. I love how they shoot me before they do that. Oops. Before they even turn around. So as you saw there, you can miss 1 shot and be okay still. But if you miss 2 shots, well, it could be a run ender, because then you would have wasted quite a bit of time. Stumbling over my words. I'm still like trying to figure out how I can get a fast seeker fight, but I don't think it's possible without both of the upgrades. It's like extremely mandatory.
Thanks for your patience. Here's email right now.
Because you have to have a beta primitive charge and a beta cluster in order to have a fast seeker fight. I don't know how I got shot there. I timed it pretty well. Maybe I shot the first one too early. Maybe that's what happened. It's always hard to tell. Alright, it's going to be an ICP on my right. It's going to be right about here. And bam! Kind of choked a little bit. It's all good. There's some room for grace in this game. It's not like hardcore punishing for absolutely everything. I wonder what that beta subroutine is. I'll have to look. I feel like it's another suffusion or something dumb. I really needed to make a list of things to say, if things don't go as planned, like, here's your backup. Because I don't really have a backup plan. Like, I really don't have a backup plan. So in this level and the next level, I don't have to get any abilities. Oh my goodness. there is an upgrade sometimes up there at that corner. Oh, there's a build note here. Oh, it's a build note. Might be. Maybe it was one of these. Oh, yeah.
Activating security.
That's really
Resin
annoying.
station.
It's because my disc bounced off the finder when I was really dumb. It's not a run under by any stretch, but certainly annoying. Ow. Guess the error was an ICP. There's like an upgrade thing up there, but I don't know offhand what the permissions are to get in there, so I'm just gonna accept my fate for the slow secret fight. And we're just gonna move on. Because there's literally nowhere to just download a beta cluster after just getting it here. Maybe there's a beta primitive charge somewhere? I don't really know. I really need to make a backup sheet, like in case the upgrade isn't there. Because there's been a lot of runs where the thing hasn't been there, and I don't know what to do about that. Like if it's not there, then that means it's like up in the top of one of the areas before you descend down into Mithrida's room, or like in the initial lobby area, and you basically skip that whole thing by going in the script. Oh, I have extra build notes now.
Yes.
At least I'm pretty sure I have extra build notes that I don't need. Don't waste all your energy shooting, because then you won't have energy to download the thing here. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, download base damping. And then I realize that that's really dumb, because you need as much energy as possible to shoot the ICPs in the next section. It's supposed to be faster to just shoot them in the head and then, move on instead of fighting them all with your disc. Although honestly, you can fight everything on the disc with the disc in this game and you're totally fine. It's just if you can pull off shots, you definitely want to kill every ICP in this thing. That was incredibly lucky, and that was definitely an auto-tracking kill. It's all good. Snipe this guy while I'm waiting. Where is he? Can't see him. There he is. If you're not as well practiced with the LOL gun, I would recommend making a hard save right before you start doing what I'm doing now, because this is one of the places that you need to be really good with this thing to have a smooth speedrun. You cannot miss your shots on this. There's no room for error. you won't make it here in time if you miss a single shot while you're moving. You also have to jump around the corners, otherwise you won't make it. And you'll have to wait the entire cycle, which is going to be like 20 seconds, and that's a long time. For Tron, it's a very long time. That was really absolutely flawless, but the program is not running. Talk to him to reset him. And you get a lot of version number points in this level. It's insane. Is my version number high enough? I have needed to collect 17 total build points. And I know I'm supposed to use the yellow one again. I don't really want to. No. I'm gonna grab this because I don't feel safe. I feel like I'm gonna need the extra points. Yep. Perfect. The run is not dead. Not yet, anyway. So after Mithria docks, it's going to give me the final version number I need.
Reversing the defense.
You also want to make sure you have full health before you go down here. If you don't have full health by the time you get here. I've somehow gotten really good with getting headshots and getting health back and stuff for this run, so.
This is what rotates the audience.
Alright, this jump down here is very annoying. For that reason. Could have been better. Could have been a lot worse. I've literally lost a run to that jump before. Like, I sit there for over a minute trying to do that jump. It's not as easy as it looks.
Activating security resin station.
Wait for the message to appear at the top of the screen. Hold on. Wait, is it dude here? Oh my god. Dude. We're gonna upgrade cluster and see how that goes.
Activating security resin
It's
station.
gonna be very bad. I'm just gonna ignore all of them and just try and rush straight for the goal. See if I can get away. Ah, very nice. not mistaken, this is... I'm definitely not mistaken. This is the last level of the chapter, so I'm gonna start with full health. Once I reach the next, 2 minutes? Cool, I'm like a minute and a half ahead of my last time. Which is great. That's very awesome, because I'm gonna need that, because my secret fight is about to be very bad. Very, very, very bad. Shot him in the arm. You hit them anywhere and they're dead. You could do this whole thing with the disc. I've done it before as like a self-challenge. But it's much more difficult when you only have the disc to do it. But they had to make it possible with the disc. And by they, I mean the devs, of course. Because if they don't make it possible with the disc, then they would have to make other weapons not use energy. And every weapon in there requires energy. Everything requires energy. Yes. I suppose that's why this thing is here. But they also didn't plan for the fact that you could interact with one of those things and walk away from it and still be able to recharge your health and energy. That was definitely an oversight on the devs. Kind of surprised nobody tried it, honestly, because it was one of the first things I discovered. And it was long before I had actually started speedrunning. It might have even been my dad that found out that bug. Not really sure. Yes. I don't need to cap off on energy, but I like to just. Yeah, minute 14. It's not bad. Okay, need that, and that's it. You need the sniper rifle for this. Another reason to be good at sniping. How? I ask how. Actually a fast seeker fight. Yo. 3 phases is a fast seeker fight. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is actually insane.
I came.
Like, actually insane. You don't even have to have a beta primitive charge. That changes everything. You've seen it here first, folks. You can get a fast seeker without a beta primitive charge. You best believe that I'm gonna be upgrading to primitive charge. Oh my goodness. Not just do that. Awesome. That's the little bugger. That's not good. Upgrade and charge. This is the best track in all of Tron, and there is no room for argument on that. Just want to point that out. Now the Great Escape is the only soundtrack that should be at #1 for Tron music. Just saying. So, for the rest of the game, of course there's plenty of spots to still, like, you know, mess everything up. But the big ones are there's actually 3 more skips that I'm gonna have to do, and one of them is RNG heavy, and the other 2 rely on such precise timing for jumps that it's actually incredibly frustrating, and I don't consistently pull it off. So there are 3 places in which I really mess this all up. So the first place is in the next level. It's the main power pipeline skip. I'm gonna have to jump through a bunch of rubble. Freeway 1. Ow. Freeway 2. Freeway 3. This is where we need to go. Sorry, I'm just focusing right now. There's some counting involved here. So, 1, 2. Oops. Oops. Yeah, pause. So, there's a little bit of RNG on the next skip because the debris doesn't always explode and fall off at the exact time every single time, and it makes the hitboxes for jumping through it a little finicky. So, I might mess it up. We'll see. And pause it and get some health.
Foreign code detected in the Luna sector. Activating
So I know that the timer, you know, doesn't say that I've got, you know, a lot of time shaved off, but believe me, that timer is actually wrong. I just kind of have it there for reference. See, that's one of the slow explosions. I think I still got it. I did. So that was a delayed explosion for the debris. The debris is supposed to explode immediately, and you're supposed to jump at the, like, top left corner of this, like, rectangle. Okay, can you not? Because I do a lot of test runs, I think my fastest times actually do get saved for my timer, so it's the timer, I've messed it up. It doesn't have the times from my world record run anymore. So what you're actually seeing right now is me being faster than my fastest times ever. which is insane, and I know I'm being shot at. Just give me a sec. I know y'all are screaming at me. Like, Warlord, you're getting shot. I'm quite aware, but they're trying to shoot me with a shotgun from really far away. Even if I get hit, I won't take a lot of damage. It won't matter. This is the last level in the chapter anyway. So I'll start the next level with full health. It's acceptable to like this theme too. I'll accept it if this is your favorite theme. You're going to want to quick save a lot on these things. Just be extremely careful that you're quick saving when you're on the actual platform. Because if you quick save at the wrong spot, you could die. Like if you quick save right before you hit the platform, if you were actually going to die, then you just soft locked yourself and you killed your run. I've lost a run by quick saving on a light bridge, and I loaded back into the game, and I was literally like inside the light bridge, and it was a soft lock because the only way out was to die. There was literally no way out. It was the light bridge at the data socket where the data rates first show up. And if you are hovering over a little, crevice like that, and you fall, you die. And that's just how punishing the vanilla game is. Killer App likes to cut that out of the game, which is why it's its own category right now. Really messy. I almost just ran right off the edge, no cap.
Program? My friend. Sorry. Can you I'm afraid not. Quick. That's what. Why is it?
Let's get some health. Just for fun. I know it's gonna hit the button and woo! I did that way too early. It's all good, it's all good. There he goes. I jumped a little too early. Got excited. And see, now that time was a little slow because I jumped too early and died. It's all good though. Oh, this was... this is one of the levels do I actually need the yellow gun? I don't think I do. I think it's one of the ones where I like to switch that out. Where is it? Oh, I didn't actually. I didn't actually equip the yellow gun. I'm dumb. Just don't pay attention to me. I barely know what I'm doing, okay? Cut me some slack.
Hello. Well, sorry.
And let's grab this because I can.
Attention citizens. Hordes of corrupt
And I would like
programs
this
scanning the city.
because why not?
The Colonel has requested all programs resist the attack to the best of their ability. Reinforcements will be arriving shortly.
Here, jump all the way to the other corner, jump up and over, run to this back corner, and I'm going to be right back. Don't go anywhere. Or go get yourself a snack. It's gonna be 2 minutes. so I lost 13 seconds on power pipeline. Sounds about right. I mean, falling to your death like that. See, it's something as minor as that. It's just like falling, excuse me, to your death is 13 seconds. I mean, I probably lost some time fighting the Resource Hogs along the way, but 13 seconds of falling to your death and, you know, not insta-killing the Resource Hogs. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's how much optimization you can have for this game. Like, if you kill just one enemy just a little bit better, it's a third of a minute. It's anywhere between 10 to 30 seconds. It is actually insane. Which is why I keep doing these runs, because it's a good time. It really is. Alright, we're gonna upgrade the cluster. You want cluster to be gold first, because, oh, I actually should have upgraded last round. Oh, what's it called? The thing that prevents my, stuff from being corrupted. What I should have done. There it is. Oops, not that way, this way. Corrode is fun. If you're just playing casually, it adds corruption damage over time to your weapons.
Deactivated.
Actually crazy. It's not a lot of damage or anything to be, you know, foaming at the mouth over, but some good stuff. And again, I should have.
Would you mind, buddy? He's a little busy with my code right now. What kind of low sample junk?
It's all good. I just will go this run without corruption protection.
Tough crowd tonight?
The ideal corruption.
I think I
Oops, I hit 5.
What's
by
on the
accident.
playlist?
Yikes. It's all good, it's all good. Yeah, so you're supposed to upgrade your viral shield. That's what it's called. In the city
What's your
hub
favorite
level.
song?
And,
Excuse me. What is your favorite song? What is your
then you
favorite
upgrade it
song?
to gold
Where's the DJ
here in the
play?
progress bar, but I just upgraded all my damage
I'm
like a
taking a
new.
poll. What song would you like the DJ to play next? Excuse me. What is your favorite song? I like track 6, but you know, got a request. Play track 6.
This part's incredibly boring too, so. For all you people out there, easily bored, this is going to fast forward to because there's really nothing to see here. For the next 2.5 minutes, I'm going to be hitting Thorn's corruption. Really nothing exciting to do here. Why did I just get hit by it? Excuse me. But unfortunately, this isn't a sequence where you can just get up and smash and do whatever you want. Not one of those kinds of save coffee, I always say. better optimization than I am. It's a lot of cost. So it really sucks when that happens all the way when it's not. Oh my goodness. I bet you've never seen this before. Somebody using the lean button. Excuse me, the lean buttons. Q and E by default are your lean buttons, and it helps you get out of corners and stuff. See around corners. In cases like that, it just helps me get shots faster and more like to like strafe in position. It's easy for me to just lean and get the shot off. But that's just me. Everybody could be different. Hopefully I haven't lost a lot of time on this level. Faster, but time, then it's a good thing, because, or if I'm losing just a little bit, that's fine. Because I hit the turn button one too many times. Let's roll. Last level of the chapter. Here we go, Heck yeah. Oof, right square in the back. There we go. Dude there's trying to hide. He thinks he's clever. Got him. The game has auto assist for like shooting things. It's pretty nice. Don't know if you can turn it on or off, but very nice to have. Alright, this is part where you can make us die. Yes. And it's gonna happen. Sometimes you just get shot, your camera shakes, and by the time you can readjust, you've already been shot again, and it's just an infinite loop, and then you die. The suffusion hurts when you're up close. Resource Hogs can and will kill you if you get in the face. Go this way. And just for anybody that's curious, I play with all the default buttons. I don't change any of the controls. And that's usually a consistent thing for me, no matter what. I'm gonna get some extra health for the part that's coming up next with all the ICPs. I'd like to better soak some damage. Awfully tempting to get that, isn't it?
Attention! All programs quit current actions. This action is known as offline and restricted. Illegal use of resources is punishable by the use of resolution.
I'm actually doing pretty well. So fun fact, if you jump up here and walk all the way over here, you can actually activate Mercury's dialogue while being buffing.
Unable to process your query.
Unskippable cutscene. This is another thing that Killer App fixes. So Killer App makes it so that this cutscene is skippable, it minimizes fall damage, it fixes just about every graphical error in the game. It's basically textures misaligning and not wrapping around things. You wouldn't really notice it unless you were a visuals kind of person.
Hi there, my name's Ted.
And they fix things like the thing I just did, where I cued Mercury's dialogue by being up on the platform.
I guess we all do now.
They made it so that you have to be down with Mercury in order to
but as I understand it, FCON deals mostly
trigger
in
the
information
dialogue.
retrieval and storage. Why the interest
Alright, so
in
there
our
are
company?
2 more
Surely it's not
skips
because of
that
our
I'm going to
gaming
have to
department.
perform, both of which are incredibly difficult.
Say you
The
heard
first one is in
some of our
Thorn's
top
perimeter
people are missing.
partition. I'm going to
Yep,
have
Mr.
to do
Bradley
a
just
skip
abruptly
right
disappeared.
after, well, right
Strange.
before
His
actually.
son is also
I
missing.
would normally
Even our
use
chief
the
of
IO
security,
node to
Mr.
talk to
Thorne, has
Alan.
managed to vanish into
There's
thin air.
a ravine that you
Truthfully,
can
I
jump
just wanna know
over
if I should
if
be
you jump at
panicking
the
or
last
not.
moment. And it's
Well,
incredibly
nice talking
difficult
to you.
because the ceiling is directly over your head, so you have a really small space to jump. And I mean, like, you'll jump, you will hit your head, and you're supposed to come down right on this little sticking out part of the ground. And if you don't jump at the last possible moment, you won't make it. And if you don't hit the very tip of the thing, you'll just fall off. And if you press it too late, you'll just fall right off. Press it too early, you hit your head on the ceiling, and then you fall off. It's very difficult. And then the Thorn's internal
That's not the exit.
partition is incredibly difficult because you're supposed to jump on top of
I want to make sure the correction
energy
algorithms
orb,
fix the problem.
and you can't tell how big the energy orb actually is when it comes to like where you can stand on it. So instead what you have to do is you basically have to jump 3 triangles out from the energy orb. You land on it, then you listen for Jet's footsteps. When you hear dun dun, you know he stepped on it twice, and then you hit the space bar after the second dun. Like when he would take a 3rd step, that's when you hit the space bar. And you have to jump for a little like V in the wall. And if you get it correctly while holding forward and left, you'll go right through the little V and you can skip the whole level. It's incredibly complex, and you definitely want hard saves at every single skip in this game. You need to practice every single one, because every single one is a run killer. Like, I'm not out of this run yet. Like, not that, this. So, like, I'm over an hour in, and I can still lose this run to skips. Like, that's the scariest thing about this run, is I have 2 skips back to back, and I have to perform both of them well in order to, keep the ball rolling on all this time I'm saving. Oops, caught on something. Try and keep your health as full as possible. Because you'll want your health to be full for the Colonel fight. And if you don't get the ghost critical hits on the head consistently, then you might need some help to do that. Oh, I did it perfectly. That was the skip. I did it perfectly in the first attempt. Just flawless, just kept moving. That was really crazy, actually. I got it. Okay. That's crazy. If I can perform the second skip perfectly, then this would be some huge time skips. The ICP that's around here that helps me out is going to be awesome, because he almost always gets headshots. It's actually crazy. When you find a sweet spot for heads on this thing, it's a good idea to just not touch your mouse and just hover your finger over the mouse bar. Try and get the headshots. Like, see what I did is I just kept looking, my mouse did not move, and eventually I got the critical hit on his head and it killed him. See, I got it on the first try right there. You need to be able to do this sort of thing to optimize your runs. See, I got hit there. This is why I'm too much on this. There's also a health orb to the back right. I'm gonna rush to it as soon as the last guy dies. Because I should be able to top off. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Skip the cutscene. Going to internal partition. I call this level the tip. Because that's the abbreviation of Thorn's internal partition. Perfect. This has been an insane run. Oh, and right here, do not skip these cutscenes too quickly. It's an engine. Serious. If you skip any of those cutscenes too quickly, it will freeze the game. And not like freeze as in like the game doesn't respond. I mean when freeze, programs will be in the wrong places. They won't have the health they're supposed to. You won't be able to proceed with the rest of the game. You know, that kind of freeze. So, assuming I don't royally butcher every single, like, fight against regular NPCs and the second Seeker and all that, the rest of this run doesn't require any skips. I can also butcher the final boss fight against FCON Monster. But as long as I'm keeping my head on straight and everything doesn't get immediately corrupted, which it might, considering my viral shield is not upgraded in this run. The main reason you want it gold is because of the FCON monster fight, but it really helps in the Thorn's partition levels just because, you know, if you get hit, it lowers the chance of getting corrupted. It's just a hefty amount of RNG that you don't want to have to deal with. That's a new one. Don't think I've ever seen one come out of there right as I'm coming over here.
Make your way to the modem port and I'll activate the dial-up number.
Security socket. This is the level that I've lost a run to. Not that, this.
All ICPs going forward.
I need the power block. I got it. A little jumpy with all those things I don't actually need them. Oops. This. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't mash F on that either. Otherwise the thing will happen that just did. And it'll like do this thing. If you mash interact on some of these things, that just tends to happen. You're gonna need a lot of health for this level. Goodness gracious, bro. Great. Goodness. Okay, the light breach that's coming up is the one that I died on because I quick saved in the wrong place. Yikes. So remember when I said not to butcher all this? This is what butchering it all looks like. So this is going to be incredibly difficult. Oh my goodness.
Initiate security clearance.
Gotcha. Alright, well, that could have gone way better. Like, way better. So I'd like to remind everybody that my world record time is like an hour 44 minutes, and if you currently look at the clock, that means I have 31 minutes to beat the game. Which should be plenty of time. Should. Because the time that's there, the 1:39, I might have gotten that time before off camera and then not submitted it because I like went into a blind rage while I was playing, or I was doing so well at one part and then I brutally messed up another part, even though I was still really far ahead overall for the run. I wasn't proud of it, and I didn't like conduct myself in a good manner, so I didn't want to upload that. Because I just didn't feel like sharing that with the internet. I felt like I can get a world record time and keep a level head for most of the run, probably. It's just this run, this game, not just the run, but the game, can just be incredibly infuriating.
Configuration terminal online.
Sit here to get the rest of the health because I'm gonna really get to the next level. Because I'm gonna have to fight a bunch of NPCs back to back to back, and the extra health is going to be nice. This chapter is like the longest chapter in the whole game, in case y'all haven't noticed. But, so yeah, I guess I was like a second or something slow in function control deck, but I don't think that's true. Sometimes I hit the timer too early, and I think that just screwed with everything. So I don't think I lost time on that. Main power pipeline, I totally lost time on.
Area of danger.
So this is where you just no holds barred, just rush in with your
Launch
cluster
status is Alpha.
and just obliterate everything. Just straight up murder everybody. Fun fact, the NPCs can't block your cluster because it just explodes in their face. Did I upgrade primitive? Not to gold, so. And you saw that I got build points. That means I killed them all. And now's the part where I need the LOL gun. I'll just get rid of that. Maybe I should have upgraded something else, but this is the last level where you need the LOL gun. Grab that because I can. Alright, let's be quick about this. Did I just find a skip to the entire dialogue? I'm not gonna quick save, but did I just skip the entire dialogue by doing that? Hold on. Did by me shooting the ICP and then quickly zooming back out actually skip all that dialogue? That is huge. That is huge. I'm gonna have to experiment with that some more. I can't believe I just stumbled upon a new thing during a world record. Absolutely insane. Oh, I didn't kill the ICPs. I'm gonna have more sniping to do. Yikes. The blue orb was over here. Alright. This is another spot where you need to be really good with this gun. And I'm about to show off how bad I am with it. Like, seriously. I am pretty hot garbage when it comes to sniping, and just in general. Alright, let's see what we got. Bam! Yeah, well, totally missed. It's like a mile too wide. Alright, show me it again. Okay, well, that was a headshot. Alright, and... Excellent. Okay. Great. Very, very good. Very, very good indeed.
Grid access terminated.
Grab this and go on my way. Alright, some data rates are gonna show up, trying to ruin our day. But honestly, they're just, you know, an annoyance. They're a fly in the room. Picking away at your health, one at a time. Just don't worry about it. Just hop right on, get right here, and bam. Okay, and oh, I just barely missed the headshot on that. That's a headshot. Where did he? gonna pop up again. They always do. Although I'd love to be proven wrong. So the tough spot I'm in right now is my health isn't all that great. So I'd like to get some health, but my energy also kind of sucks. I'm gonna try and just risk it anyway. Shot him, kid. This is the part where I start taking a lot of damage, regretting all the decisions I have made in life thus far. No, this is definitely that point in life, isn't it? This is the part where I get shot and my health just cannot survive. I actually killed him. That is crazy. I'm gonna get scared because I'm afraid of dying. That's enough. What? It's so hard to see. Yeah. Oh, I actually don't want to do that. I need energy to get the last two permissions up here. I'm pretty sure 30 is enough. It better be enough.
Beginning program.
ICP, I'll cover for you! Alright, 52 is definitely enough. I love how they rush down there.
Grid access terminated.
Oops. I'm getting a little shaky on this stuff. Alright, I think there is... Yeah. Kill me. Yeah. It's just that easy. Fast Seeker fight number 2 completed. So all that's left is to just not screw up regular like frickin' like fights from here on out, and to not screw up the FCON monster fight. And I should have a sub 140 run, and if I shave off all the loading screen times, like I was discussing with Jamaican Bacon, not sure if we're gonna actually do that, but we probably will. We'll talk more about it. But if we do, then this time is looking like a sub 130 even, because the loading screens for, you know, each level and quick save, quick loading, all that can be cut out, because all of that is probably determined by how fast your computer is. So don't need the gun. I actually think I have to
Launch
get
status is Beta.
put more permissions in once
All data records storage tablets online.
the FCON monster fight starts. I think it's it's a whole new chapter because it's a whole new split. Yeah, so I actually don't need the corruption viral shield thing.
Activating security resin station.
Get the permission, right? Yeah. Just check. It looked like there was room for error, and I didn't want to run all the way over here and find out I didn't have it.
Foreign program detected in
I'm willing to take off another couple seconds just to verify that I didn't miss something, because if I run all the way over there and I did miss it, then that's just even more time that I've lost, and it was all a gamble for nothing. But, alright, let's finish this game. It's just this level, and then the light cycles, and then command module, and Inca battle. Didn't kill him in time. It's all right. Don't know if that's RNG as well, but very well could be. I am flicking way too much. You're flicking the camera way too much to try and get those headshots. But I like having my sensitivity up. See, instead of doing that with killer app, I might just be able to fall all the way down. Every time you turn left, you're then going to turn right immediately afterwards. So I just turned right to go around that corner, so the next turn is to the left. And after finding that out, it really helps me figure out where to go. And just turn your back to me, that's smart. Should be to the left. And to the right. Upgrade. Oh yes. Let's upgrade. Where is it? Nothing? Oh, our pocket is now.
Onboard training grids activated.
The cat's meowing at me.
What's our next move? What?
So for all those light cycle levels, you can just
Enter
switch them.
training grid alpha. Racing teams 2 and 3. Enter training grid beta.
Yes? Are you in trouble?
think I've bitten off more than I can chew.
Racing second unauthorized program detected. Racing teams 6 and 7 divert to training grid beta.
Do it quick.
I managed to restore Mercury's settings as they were before she got caught in the reformat.
Command module.
Release candidate has been approved. Launch
Oops, not that.
status is gold.
Meant to hit F5, not F1. Dumb brain. Oops. Sorry guys, I'm moving my camera all around. Activate the thing. Sometimes it gets real finicky. Alright, now it's just a mad rush for the end. I'm gonna do my very best to not mess up this FCON monster fight. I'm gonna fight conservatively. I'm gonna win. That's what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna make it happen. Y'all are with me still. Thank you. Like the video if you like it. If you've been watching this far. Subscribe, be updated when more of my runs come out. Not only for Tron, but for other games in the future. Seeker and alright. So my best time off record is 1:39:09. And so basically, once this cutscene ends, I'm gonna have like 5-ish minutes to beat this boss.
Do it quickly.
Which is plenty of time. I can do it. Off to a good start. Very first time I get hit with something that's fun. I mean, it's okay. It's just Cluster to not be infected. Everything else can be infected, that's fine. But Cluster needs to not be infected right now. Because Cluster, as we found out earlier in this run, just does a ton of damage. Okay, let's get health, get out. We want to make sure that we're saving oxygen during this fight. That was awesome. That was very awesome. The this fight is going extremely well. The reason why I wasn't concerned about energy is we spawn right next to an energy orb for phase 3, which is where we're going to want the FCON monster to be. Right over here. The FCON monster over here. And there it is. Easy, easy, easy sub 140. That is a phenomenal run right there. Absolutely amazing run. There's a couple of spots where I could have done better by like 10-ish seconds. Except for function control deck, ignore that one. But the other ones, I think, were like an extra, 10 seconds or whatever. So if you watch this far in, thank you for watching for the whole thing. I hope someday that you will take inspiration from me and do some runs for yourself. You don't have to do, as well as I'm doing here. This is what I'm good at doing. This is my favorite game. I've played this game so much, and this is my favorite game of all time. And, I hope that by me continuing to play this game and further my time and to better myself at it, that you will consider doing a run, and that you will give me some times to compete against to, see if what I'm doing is actually, if I'm actually like as good as this game as I think I am. But anyway, please leave a like on the video if you liked it. Comment below what your favorite part was, clip it, whatever you want to do. Be sure to subscribe so that you know when I would put out another video. And that's all I have to say. If you have any questions about the run, please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time on YouTube. Or hopefully I will see you at the speedrunning leaderboards, so that I might approve your run. So thank you, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.